I'm here today to go over your instructional video specifically for my remote learners, but any of my kids that might be struggling with this assignment. So today's assignment is the Honors Digital Notebook Evidence for Evolution, and you're going to be specifically zeroing in on comparing body structures, which are your homologous body structures, your analogous body structures, and then last but not least, your vestigial body structures. So they start out, this is just an overview. This is actually homologous structures. You know it's homologous structures because you see the specific bone structure. The structures are all the same in all of these different types of organisms. They have the radius, the ulna, the humerus, the metacarpals, and your phalanges. But they all have a different function, which is, the human is for grasping, the dog is for walking, the bird is for flying, and the whale is for swimming. So that's an indication that even though they have the same bone structure and a different function, they probably share a common ancestor. So if you look at slide number 2, it says when you look at the skeleton fossil of a woolly mammoth, what modern example do you think it might be related to? Just looking at the structure, so you'll just type in the box right there. And then what structures do you see that makes you think that? So is it, the body structure, is it the leg bones, is it the tusk? Why do you think that? And then you're going to hop over, that's kind of an overview slide. These are your homologous structures. Again, by definition, homologous body structures have the same structure, but a different function. So if you look at slide number 4, again, it talks about that, so you can read through that. You can see this color code key over here, all the different shades of grays, and you're comparing a human hand and a cat leg. So which bone or bones look most similar to the two species, or in the two species? So you can use your color coded key to help you. And then which bone or bones look different between the two species, if any. So that should help you with the human hand and the cat leg. And then the same thing goes true here. Again, it's a very similar activity. You're going to look at that key and that color coding. And then you're going to move that check mark over. So for example, the dolphin. Does the dolphin have a humerus? In that case, it's like a darker gray, and it does. Okay. Does it have, the dolphin have a radius? It does. So you're going to fill that in and so on and so forth as you go through the list. As you can see, the basic bone structure is the same, although the function of each structure is different. Dolphins use their fins to swim, humans use their arm and hands for all kinds of large and small skills, and moles use their paws for digging. Okay, so you're going to fill in that little check mark box there. Then you're going to talk about vestigial structures. Vestigial structures are structures or organs that are found in modern organisms that don't have any obvious function. So we talked about this when we talked about the digestive system with the appendix. There's a function of it. We have an idea as to it's probably used to break down cellulose, but our diet is very different than our ancestors, and that's probably why we still have it. The only time you usually know about your appendix is if it's swollen or about to burst and you have a sharp pain, and then you have to go get it removed. Otherwise, there's no major, for modern humans, to have that appendix. So you're dragging and dropping the arrow to identify the vestigial structure of the whale by dragging the arrow. This one is going to be, which of these human body parts do you think once had a purpose but no longer serves have that function? And you're going to drag and drop. And then you're going to watch this video clip. Okay, so you'll watch it. I think it's like 4 minutes long. What's one takeaway that you got from that? And then the last slide, as you can see, is analogous structures. These are structures that are similar. They're similar structures, but they have a different, the same function, different structure, So it's kind of the opposite of a homologous structure. So they have a butterfly wing and a bird wing. Okay, they both are used for flight, but their structures are very different. Okay, it does not conclude that they share a common ancestor in these cases, but you can answer those 2 questions on slide 11 and 12. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me via email, or you can meet with me this afternoon. Thank you so much.